Hi and welcome to another episode of From the Humidor. Today I'll be smoking one of these Plasencia Year of the Ox in the Salomon. It's the only size they come in, special edition for this year, and there's no doubt about it. Looking at the cigar, it's beautiful. The box is also absolutely beautiful as well. It's one of the nicest boxes I have seen. None of this little horrible little clatches down there which just don't work properly. It's magnetic. Really nice red and gold. And that theme's continued on a cigar. This one's got a slight little defect. That might have just been it's rolled in my humidor though. So I'm not going to mark it now like that. I'm just going to get burnt through in the first minute. The only thing I have found is when I've been checking the cigar, feels like there's a knot right there. It feels like a rock compared to the rest of it. Hopefully that won't affect it, but if it does, we will let you know. And 3 lovely bands on this. And the size of this is 7 by 58 at the widest part. So yeah, these are £34.99 at the moment in the UK a stick, and that's if you can get one, because they only made 2,500 boxes of these, and the boxes are only of 8, so they're kind of getting hard to get now. So expect that price, if you wait a while, to go flying through the roof. Full boxes I haven't seen in the UK for a while. Seen singles on sale, not boxes. That's why I'm only giving you the single price, because good luck getting a box without it being astronomically high. This is a complete Nicaraguan puro. So wrapper, binder, filler, all Nicaraguan. I usually like that, and a lot of Plasencia cigars I really like. But I'm going to get into it now instead of while I'm smoking, because I want to enjoy this. Hopefully I'm going to enjoy this. I had 2 boxes of these, and unfortunately half of the cigars I've had from each box have been utterly rubbish. I wish that wasn't the case. They've just tasted horrible. There seems to be a very bad consistency with these cigars. What some companies do to make special edition, like Year of the Ox or whatever you want to call it, versions, is they take the tobacco they got left over, lying around, and they haven't got a lot of, and turn that into stuff like this. I don't know that's what they've done with this, because of the inconsistencies. I suspect that's what's happened here. Shouldn't happen with a reasonably good company like Plasencia, but it does. Anyway, that's the intro for this. Let's get it cut and lit. Bit tight on the drawer, but it's not completely blocked. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to need to do it on this. Thought I might. Well, I was right. That down there is blocking it. So we use a little tool called a perfect draw. And because I know where it is, I can tunnel right down to it. Got to be careful though, because you can expand the cigar and poke out through the sides. Just something you don't want to do. Yeah, I've got through the resistance there by the feels of it. Then just pull. Not a full stem though there. Let's see if that's helped it. I might need to do 2. Completely blocked. This rate, this video might be over quicker than we thought it was. If that's the case, tells you how bad this cigar is. I mean, there is a way of salvaging it, but I really don't want to do that. Means basically cutting the cigar all the way down to there. At the moment, I'm just trying to poke air holes through. Still getting next to nothing. Is this long enough to go down there? Not quite reaching. Which means I have to do something I really fucking don't want to do. This is really going to ruin the end of this. Yeah, I can feel a lot of resistance there. Look at that in one lump. One lump. Fortunately, I've ruined the foot a little bit, but thankfully that you can smoke through pretty quickly. The band's holding it in place. But that is a huge mess. Thing is, I can't even blame this specific cigar for that, because that happens in all cigars. I mean, just tangled mess of roots. Right, I'm gonna have to light this again. Full airflow. Clearly see the smoke now. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. I was hoping there's going to be an air channel through it, but as you saw, next nothing come out, plugged cigar. These things happen. Right, we're going to go down to about the end of the first third, and we'll get back to you after that interesting start.
Okay, Wayne, just like to just show the camera the hole that you had to drill out.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's quite a deep channel, mate. Yeah,
and I had to poke a couple of on that side to try and get it down, and then realised it's not long enough. I have to go in through the actual foots of the head of the cigar. So now the drawer is so open.
It's going a lot quicker.
This would only take about 2.5, 3 hours to smoke. If this lasts 2 hours, I'd be surprised.
Okay, so you're looking at you've basically cut the enjoyment time down, as it were, by about a third. Do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, but still haven't got into any real flavours at the moment, unfortunately. But like I said, we're only at the very beginning. When we get to about here somewhere, hopefully we'll get back to that. We'll see when we got past the band and to the end of the first third.
Go.
And welcome back to From the Humidor. Well, got through about a third of the cigar, and the ash is looking awfully flaky all over it. It's looking very, just absolutely horrible. Obviously you've still got the hole in the top. This has not taken long. This has taken, what, less than 15 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes. And we're already that far through from a cigar which normally takes anything up to 3 hours to smoke. Just because the amount of poking I've had to do to get rid of the knot. Flavours at the moment, it's tasteless. Completely and utterly tasteless. It tastes like I got one of the duds out of the box. And this is my last one, and it seems to be a complete and utter dud. I want to like them because I like Plasencia cigars, but I'm going to be truthful. This thing is, so far, awful.
Not an enjoyable cigar at all then?
There's just no taste. I'm not even getting like a burnt tobacco taste. It's just nothing. It's just like I'm breathing in and breathing out basically thick air. There was just no taste, no substance to it at all. The drawer is now so open because you guys saw how big that knot was. Second I removed that, it's bad. I thought I was going to have to top up the burn, but it's burning so quickly now, it's just going down on both sides quick. So, that's all I've got to say for now. It's just disappointing, and we'll see when we're about here, getting up to the next band.
So Wayne, you're about halfway through now. I can tell you're not enjoying this cigar.
I mean,
oh yeah, look at the face, obviously. So what's the problem with it then? What's the issue?
it's just bland all the way through. It is just tasteless, or when there is taste, it's just burnt tobacco. There is just no real flavour. There isn't any real pungent smell either. You said you got a bit of it before when you were up and about, but
yeah, when I left the room and came back, when I came back, I had that smell of burnt chocolate, but it was very fleeting.
Yeah. And when it, like I said, we're about halfway, I'm going to give it up to the band, and if this continues, I'm just going to consider it to be a lost cigar and just throw it.
Oh, fair enough.
I've only thrown 2 cigars so far.
Okay.
I don't want to because the effort that goes into making these, but if you're just not enjoying it, why bother? You smoke cigars to enjoy your time with them, and if you're not enjoying them, no. We'll come back when we're at the band. And welcome back. I haven't even made it to the band, and well, no, I'm just not going to finish this. This is just awful.
Okay, so we're going to start the overall scorings early.
Yeah.
So obviously jumping into the scoring, as usual we do 5 categories: flavour, smell, top up, presentation and value. So, as soon as you're not planning on finishing that, what's your score for flavour?
I think we can probably guess what that's going to get, and it's going to be the lowest score we've given so far.
A 1 out of 5?
1. I will say this about that though, I've had some of these cigars which have been great, but we're reviewing it on what I've just had. You can get some of these which are great, but most of the ones I've had have either been mediocre or bad. This one is straight up terrible.
So I remember you telling me you've actually bought 2 boxes of Year of the Ox. Out of the 16 cigars, because there was 8 in the box, out of the 16 cigars, out of that, how many would you say were okay to smoke?
I would say I've had 2 great.
Yep.
Out of them, I'd say I've had about 4 which have been good, maybe 5. The rest have all been bad, except this one, which is just awful.
So 6 cigars out of 16, that's quite a low rate of enjoyment.
Yeah.
Now I believe you're a fan of Plasencia Year.
I am very much a fan of Plasencia cigars.
Plasencia, sorry, I can't spell it.
That's fine. I know it's spelt weirdly to how it's pronounced. Somebody may even correct me and say it's wrong, who knows?
Who cares?
But I'm a fan of the cigars, especially there's a actual brand of them, Plasencia cigars, which are done specifically for Cigars Limited, which are called the Orchard Selection. They are phenomenal. They are about half the price of these, and they are amazing cigars.
Well, these cigars are a special edition cigar. Would you say worth the price you paid? Right. Okay. So let's go to the second topic now. The second category, as it were, smell.
What smell? Basically.
So
let's be honest. We got a tiny bit of smell at one point. That was just you got it because you were standing up over there somewhere.
Yeah.
The actual smell in the room in general, though, was pretty much non-existent.
So just go for that one.
Again, 1.
Oh, that's not fantastic. Okay. So the next category we usually go for is top up.
To be fair, I haven't had to top it up once, but it has been an extremely quick burn.
Yeah, that was because you had to channel through.
Yeah, which could happen with any cigar, so
what would you
I am going to mark it down for that, but it can happen with any cigar. I'm not going to say it's specifically all these cigars like that, because that's the first time I've had to use the perfect draw tool on any of these cigars.
So what would you say then out of 5? A 3, a 4, a 2, a 1?
I'd say because of all the issues I've had with it, it was plugged completely. The burn on it's been far too quick. I'm saying a 2.
Oh wow, it's not doing very well at the moment then. So let's get to the next category, presentation.
This is where it's going to pull back.
Okay.
Because, let's be honest, this is beautiful.
It is indeed.
I'm just instantly saying a 5.
Okay, no problems.
The cigar, beautiful. The band's beautiful. 5. I can't knock the presentation.
Okay, so then finally, the final category, value for money.
35 quid a stick, 34.99.
Now, is that price as it is now, or the price as it was when you brought it?
The price is the same at the moment. Normally, in the situation it is now, they're getting harder to get. They would go up in price. But from everything I've seen, most people do not like these cigars. The price hasn't changed.
Oh, so it hasn't appreciated in value then?
Not yet.
Okay.
I reckon it will when these basically become unobtainium.
Ah yes, the magnificent rocking horse. Ooh.
Then it will. But I'll say now, value for money is garbage for what you're getting.
So,
I mean, look, 50-50 chance of having utter rubbish.
Fair enough. So then, give us your score. As if I didn't have to ask.
This is a blatant 1 for that. For price, this is just a 1. Okay. And we're not giving it in US dollars this time, it's just in pounds, because as far as I'm aware, these wasn't available in the US. They were a European and Asia market release. Okay,
so overall, what would you give overall?
I have to say 1.
Even with the presentation of the 5x5, just a 1?
I'm sorry, it's all style, no substance whatsoever. What do you want from a cigar? A cigar which looks good. If you're a collector, fine, you'd mark it higher.
Yeah.
But we're not. I'm smoking them.
Okay.
Which means the experience has been utter trash.
So, an overall score of 1 out of 5. Will you be finishing the cigar?
No.
Okay, no problems.
That thing is bin fodder.
Okay.
It's just unfortunate because I've had some good ones. I've had some great ones, but most of them have been bad. I wish I could say they were good, but the consistency on these cigars have just been awful. It's a shame. Plasencia, I got to ask, what were you doing with this cigar? just what were you doing? It is just all style, no substance. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with another video, hopefully on a much brighter note than this one. Remember to follow and subscribe on YouTube, and also remember to follow us on Instagram, which is From the Humidor. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again.